Robbie, go ahead.
Yeah, Will, I mean, you played a little bit last year, but it just seems like it's a little bit different this time around and in the spring. What's been the biggest difference for you, aside from just experience, I guess?
I think ultimately, coming off last year, got to see the older guys do it, and I really think I'm stepping into my own. And, we got a new head OC and new receiver coach, Coach Wright. He's really been helping us, the whole receiver group. He's coached guys like Larry Fitz, Adams in the NFL, some of the greats. So I think he's really helped me get to where I need to be.
What were your biggest priorities in the offseason for yourself? Like adding weight, routes? I mean, what were you doing?
Definitely trying to get bigger is always a thing, especially for me, But I think, me and Mike and all the other quarterbacks, we were out there running routes every other day, every day, getting on the jugs, getting with Coach Wright, getting the technique right. And I think technique's just been one of the biggest things for me so far.
Mike, I remember late last season we talked to you and asked about your future here, and you right away said, I'll be back at Vanderbilt, even with all the uncertainty, the coaching stuff that was going on. What made you so sure, and did you ever at all question that decision?
No, I never questioned it. So, I have faith in these guys first. So we was going through the different coaching changes, but over the year, these guys right here have grown into my brothers. And now my actual brothers up here right now, and so it still feels like home. It always felt like home. So I never second guessed it at all.
Like, it's a different system than what you played in last year. What do you like about playing in this one?
I just like the control of the offense. So a lot of the offense is put in the quarterback's hands. We're building a different system. It's a system where I feel comfortable in. I feel like I can play in, excel in. And at the end of the day, I just like our offense because it gives guys a chance to compete. It gives guys a chance like Will to go up and make a big play. Guys like Chris Pierce to go up and make a big play. And so, it's a real player-friendly offense. So.
What do you think you've developed the most as a passer since you got to campus?
Well, since I've gotten to campus, really just cleaning up technique things. And so whether or not that was last year or whether that's not, right now with Coach Lynch. And so just really breaking down film, understanding, where my weaknesses are instead of just watching the film like, all right, that was a bad throw. Figuring out what was it that made it a bad throw. And so, just cleaning up technique things and just footwork. So that's pretty much it. And repetition is the best way to learn. So, just getting routes for receivers, getting throws in. So that was the best thing.
Will, you didn't play much last year. You really popped in the spring game. You've had some really good showings out here in practice. What was it for you that clicked to made you kind of climb up to where you're now challenging for a lot of playing time and making a lot of plays?
I think the game, going from last year being a true freshman, it's really fast coming from high school. So I think the game's really starting to just slow down for me. David Wright, he's helped me get right with the technique, and I think, he's just developed me into a way better player than last year, and I'm able to go out there and show what I can do.
Was there a moment or a play or a practice where you're like, hey, I'm starting to figure this out and turn the corner here?
I think about halfway through the spring, I started making more plays, reading the coverages better and just seeing what's going on in the field faster. I think that's really the turning point, I think, for me. And then, of course, the spring game.
Will, how has Cam Johnson stepped up as a leader in you guys' wide receiver room?
Man, Cam is definitely a big part of our receiver group. Him and Chris Pierce too, and Amir. All those older guys. But Cam especially, he stepped up in a big way, not only on the field but off the field. Helping mentor us and help us with film and getting us wherever we need. And he's become really vocal. Him, CP, Amir, all those dudes are really just helping the younger guys out a lot.
Hey, Mike, how is it practicing against Taco? I mean, do you get on him at all if you get a completion against him or anything? I mean, that must be fun to be reunited with him.
Oh yeah, that is his brother. So we've been competing since we knew what the word compete meant, and so I mean it's fun because I've been playing with him my entire life. We always go back and forth. The first day of practice, he got an interception on me, so of course he put it in our family group chat. He made everybody know that he got an interception on Mike. The day I completed a pass on, so I had to make him, let him know that big brother's still here. But no, it's fun. It's a blessing too, because I get a chance to come out here and win games with my brother again. And, I mean, he made a big play for us today. We have a team compete period. He made the last play and won for our team. So I mean, it's cool. It's a cool experience.
Will, Mike, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming out.